Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, and we were on the subject of the Soiree Royale, which will be returning to Opelousas for the 15th year.
September 9th.
September the 9th. And what I remember vividly is the fact that the first soiree was held, and I had invited a little over 50% of the 30 chefs that originally came in, and a lot of those chefs are still attending today and very actively working. And I remember a person that is now our state senator, Albert Lee Guillory, was at that time an attorney practicing here in the area, and he had handled the drink station and did this for a few years. So just brings back some real fond memories, and I want to compliment the Chamber on this very successful and very good, because these scholarships are crucial to a lot of these youngsters with the tuition going up more and more and more each year.
Tickets are $40 a piece. Call the Chamber at 942-2683, and the event will be at the Evangeline Downs Event Center, to let you know. And while we're talking about chefs, let's talk about Jason Hugay, who's been there every year, I think, since it began. Go by the Steamboat in beautiful Washington, Louisiana, and enjoy good food at the Steamboat Warehouse. Everything from your steaks to your great Louisiana seafood right now. Of course, those soft shell oysters that come out of Sycamore Point. I mean, this is the time of the year. All the crab meat, very, very fresh. This year's crawfish still rolling in. The oysters, all the good seafood that you like at Steamboat Warehouse, with a great ambiance, great wine selection, great mixed drinks, best of the best chef, best of the best restaurant, best of the best drinks. They've got it all there at Steamboat Warehouse.
Last week we showed a few shots of the concrete that has recently been poured, laid out over at the St. Landry Veterans Memorial location, and progress is being made. And I see where the Kiwanis Club of Opelousas recently donated $2,000 to this project, and it's going to be used to purchase 2 Memorial Park benches. And they were kind of struggling to finish the flags and all, and I purchased one. I'm not going to say who I named it, but it's a Marine. It's the Marine flag I purchased, and I named it in honor of a friend. And,
a Marine friend.
A Marine friend, right?
Very good. How about another sponsor? Let's talk about LHC Group Home Health Care. LHC can help you with everything from the nurses to the rehab folks, the therapists, the equipment you might need, from oxygen equipment to lift chairs to special beds. They've got all that for you. They've got hospice care and palliative care available as well, and also have the Health and Wellness Center here on Heather Drive in Opelousas. Don't forget about them all over the nation. They're located in 25 plus states, I think, at this point. So go by LHC Group, all about helping people.
Let's have a few pictures, maybe.
We can do that. Matthew, why don't you show us a photo? There we are.
This is a picture of one of our horses in the in racing stable. They are 3-year-olds this year, and doing pretty well. We've won probably about 5 races in the I'm in stable, and the My Racing stable. We have 1 winner, and this horse here is I'm in Fashion winning, and that was what, July the 4th?
That is correct.
A few days ago.
Independence Day.
Yep. And we, of course, tonight, Wednesday night, we have 1 2-year-old running, and then we have a horse running in the Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So each night, one of our horses in one of those 2 little syndicates. It's a good way to get into the racing business without putting up a whole lot of money. You spread that risk out over a group of friends.
You got a better chance to take your photo when you got 10 horses.
Yeah, we get to take our picture quite often. I've missed several because I can't be there all the time. I'm always running here and there. But anyhow, Carl DeVille, our trainer, is doing an excellent job. And I just want to say that Evangeline Downs is a real nice facility to go out and I guess meet some friends. And last night, the two young men that came along with the Dugas, David, Eric, and Ryan.
That was over at our monthly men's mass that we had
correct.
over at St. Landry's Valentin Chapel.
Okay, who was the two guys? Who was the bigger of the guys? I know you gave it to me.
I gave you all the notes.
You gave me the notes.
And what you did is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And
here it is,
like
right
that.
here.
There you are.
Jordy Vidrine and David Sims.
Right.
Which one was? I think David Sims
was the shorter guy. Huh?
Was the shorter?
Oh, I don't know. I got it backwards too.
Okay, well, anyhow, one of them commented how nice a time a family and friends can have for a very reasonable cost.
To come down and watch the races here?
There's no charge to get in, and you can have a good meal while you're there. If you want to play the slot machines after that, that's fine too, but they don't bring you in there. You have to walk in there on your own.
You can bet, or you can just pick your number and hope he wins and bet with your friend.
That's correct. So Evangeline Downs is a good place for entertainment, and you help the horsemen at the same time.
Yeah, we had a good group last night. I guess 25 or so guys. We had I saw Mr. Wendell Mason there last night. The first time I think he's come along. Keith Lyon was there again, and of course our whole cast of regulars: Keith Hebert and Monsignor Melanson.
Well, then another new one was Dwight Keys, who went to AIC back then, but OC today. Played football, graduated with Don Fisher, and of course the story of our organization dates back to Don's idea of having this monthly men's mass
must be about
gathering.
8-9 years ago that Don first started it, and we'll kind of move it around. So if you're interested in coming to our monthly men's mass, just give us a holler. Give me a holler, 351-0732. I'll get you on our email list.
And Wendell, of course, was also there. And there was another gentleman, and I didn't get his name.
Yep. One more guy. Now, this is some pictures you took. You went to the Bi-State Fishing Rodeo?
Bi-State Fishing Rodeo, you bet.
Down in Port Bolivar?
Port Bolivar.
Bolivar.
And we actually, lots of you have been over to Galveston. And when you turn off at Winnie and head south, eventually you're going to get to the ferry. And Port Bolivar is just before you get to the ferry. There's a big water tower. You turn right at that place and down about a mile and a quarter.
It's that with Crystal Beach is right there too. It's all kind of...
Crystal Beach would be on the left, and the place I'm talking about, the main camp at Joe Ramey's camp, real nice facility, and we're very fortunate that people like him allow us to use his personal camp, and works out real good. And then right down from the same channel there, but on the actual intercoastal canal, it fronts Jimmy Fontenot's camp. So he's got one of the, I guess, best locations along all of that area in the bay there. And we actually fish. We pass right next to the ferries transferring people and vehicles from the Louisiana side over to the Galveston, Texas side. And Fast Freddie Laban, and we all refer to him as Fast Freddie. He takes a while to get ready. He has to do it just right. Go ahead, Freddie. We love you.
And look how pretty.
This is the little canal that all these camps are built on, and of course Joe Ramey's been there for many years and knows practically all the people. And here's Freddie with a little shark he had caught, and had to throw it away, of course, before he got hurt. And this is not too big, but it's a catch. And we didn't catch too many, but we caught some good sunshine and a lot of fun. And we fish Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, about probably 6 hours each day.
That's the birds on Bird Island.
Bird Island, right. And this is, I was just talking about Jimmy Fontenot. Well, this is Jimmy on the right, and his, I think the cousins, Frankie Elder, on the left. And this is sunset sitting at
over Galveston Bay, I guess. Huh?
I guess you'd call that Galveston Bay. And just the sunsets are never alike. This is Doug on the right, and Joe Ramey, the person I spoke about. This is his facility, and those pretty pictures I'm taking I was sitting with them on this deck here.
Very nice.
Pier. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is one of Joe's little neighbors working during the summer, staying at a friend's camp. And Nicholas, we're better known as Nick. Good appetite. He's got a good appetite. And this is a neighbor across the canal, Jimmy. And of course, I met Jimmy a few years ago. He's also been there for a number of years and seems to be pretty much retired. Oh, and you know, I love to take those sky pictures.
There's a bigger speck.
A little bit bigger speck there. And we are getting ready for, I guess, supper one evening, either Thursday or Friday or Saturday. The pictures are kind of mixed in. This is Terry Fontenot on the right. And Big Butch Berwick. Butch, of course, is very active in the planning and the execution of the Texas side. Very, very cordial and hard worker. And Freddie on the left and Mr. Allen on the right. Where we were fishing, Allen's camp or home now is on the other side of that area where we were camped. Well, didn't realize it. We went right by his place without realizing that's where he lived. But this is Doug, Donnie Perron's partner for several years now. And this is our waiter, porter, Ray. And Ray's family own a real nice little Mexican restaurant there. Delicious food and clean, very well kept. And this is Kevin Grimmett from one of our members on the Louisiana side. And Jerry Rendez, and he is the Presidente. He made a statement that to his knowledge, he was the first Mexican-American to hold the presidency of our association, which, by the way, was celebrating our 73rd annual fishing rodeo. And I might add that Jerry took the time to do some research, and he found a article that Lee Worley and Joe Fred Gaccio had put together, going back and getting when it started, and kind of started by Mr. Clayton Gilbo, who was a state representative in 1940 when it was like an informal gathering.
Well, I made the comment last week about the Gilbo camp, seeing the fishing rodeo there.
That's correct. That's where it was held for years. And Jerry recopied all of this material, and I have it here somewhere.
Now, Mr. Gilbo,
then later became sheriff of St. Landry
related
Parish.
to Pierre Mistro, huh?
Pierre
that would
Mistro,
be the grandpa?
exactly. No, just related.
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 Right.
And Sonny White, go ahead, Sonny, dressed as a cowboy there with short pants on. I said, that doesn't fit. He said, it fits today, Bobby. And Wayne Laws, not too clear there, but Wayne and Jimmy Bolero have been partners and close friends, I might add, for many, many years. And Fish, look at that, he's a real, well, all these guys are a lot of fun. Harold Guidry on the right, Jimmy, Frankie, and Kevin. And there's Joe Ramey on the right and Big Butch on the left. I guess they're planning the next meal for the next day. And this is Donnie Perron and Terry Fontenot from Opelousas, lives right here in Lafayette. And might add Florida, spends a lot of his time in Florida now. And of course Sonny, and then this is Russell Ortigo. And I have something on Russell Ortigo. Russell Ortigo works for Knight Tools, and they are expanding in one of their locations away from the Lafayette area.
In New Mexico.
New Mexico, Hobbs, New Mexico, building a real large facility there. And Russell is one of the employees in the tools division.
And I think now we're going to take a little break, a 1-minute break. We'll go to commercial and see you folks on the other side of one for the second half of the show.